welcome to A Matter of Perspective Part 2. Today we're going to use the techniques we learned in the first video to put a perspective drawing of a building in a colored pencil drawing. Now if you haven't practiced those techniques, I recommend you go back and do them till they feel very comfortable. Try making 3, 4, 5, maybe even 10 different drawings of perspective buildings, and then come back and join me. So now that you've learned how to do two-point perspective to draw a building, let's play around with this a little bit. Take a fresh piece of paper. Start with your construction lines. You've got a horizon line, the two vanishing points, and this time put 3 different vertical lines in different places on the page. This one's a little off. I'm going to have to redo that. Again, don't be afraid to erase. Now, go ahead and draw from the top of each line and the bottom of each line to both of the vanishing points. And again, at this point, I really recommend you do these lightly because it's going to get really confusing with all these different lines running across the page. Make sure you do it both from the top and the bottom of those starting lines to both of the vanishing points. Now you can notice I have 2 of these construction lines that are sort of lining up, and that just happens. Not a big deal. I don't have to worry about that. Bottom, top to my first vanishing point, bottom, top, and bottom to the second one. Now, I'm going to do this one a little differently. What I'm going to do is actually take my pen and start drawing on these right now. And I'm going to use my straight edge this time instead of doing that quick sketch. But all I'm doing right now is marking that front corner. That's all I'm doing. So I have 3 front corners. Now I've got to remember which construction line goes with which one. I can't get too confused here. So I'm going to do another construction line there, and one there. Darken those. And now I can darken these 4 lines here. And what I'm doing this time is just drawing a box. I'm not trying to make it a building or anything. Just doing a box. And now what I want to do is make sure that since I've done these 2 lines now, I have to make sure that I do my construction lines going out to the other vanishing point. Now I don't have to go all the way. Again, I'm just trying to construct this box right there. Do you see it? That's the back corner. And there we go. A box. Pen didn't quite go there, so I'm going to have to redo that one. There we go. Now let's look at this one. I'm going to go ahead and put one side of it over here. And using my pen, darken those lines. Again, you don't have to use a pen. You could use a colored pencil for this. I just had a pen handy here at my desk, and so I did use the pen. You could even just draw a little more darkly with your pencil. Now I'm going to put my vertical, let's see here, I'm noticing that this one here still needs to be darkened in on this first box. Okay, good. I'm going to put the back edge for this box behind this one. So it's still parallel to this front edge, but I don't have to go all the way down. I just go that far. And now watch. I'm going to darken this one here from the front until it goes behind that box. And I'm going to darken this line here, which is the back edge. And I'm going to darken this line here, which is the upper edge on my left. Now I've got to make sure that I do my construction lines here and here. And here to here. And then I can darken those. Right, like that. And then I'm going to take this one. Now for this box, if I were to put the front edge here, it would intersect this box. So I have to make sure that I put it on this side of the box. So I'm going to put this one here. But I'm going to have it stretch way out. So I'm going to have it go all the way back to here. Big, long, flat box. Okay. I have to draw this one over there. Remember, your corners of your boxes all have to have a construction line from the top and the bottom back to the vanishing points, even if they go behind something. And now, finish this one off. The reason why I like using ink for this in these simple constructions is because if I let it dry, then it's easy to erase my construction lines and they pop right out. When we work with the colored pencils in the next video, we'll be drawing a lot lighter with the lead pencil so that when we do erase it, it doesn't show through on our drawing. And let's see, let me finish this off here and do this one here. Give the ink a moment to dry while I erase all of these. Now what's really fun about this is once you've done a number of these over and over again, oh look, I did that wrong. Huh. I'll have to figure out what to do with that because I can see through this one. It's like it's an invisible box. So I'll show you what you can do with that. What we'll do, very simple. But I was saying, once you get used to doing this, you can start, once you're really comfortable with it, you can start sketching these freehand. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go back and I'm going to color this in with just some shading. And the same thing across the top here. I'm going to make this a little darker. And even little hash marks down this way. There we go. Can't even tell I did that wrong. Well, you can't tell if you don't look. So there you go. Some more things to play with and different ways that you can continue to expand your skills in drawing in 3D.